We are in the season of Easter or the resurrection season. It's not just that one Sunday, although that is a big Sunday, but we often talk a number of Sundays to come up until Pentecost or Ascension Sunday, because there's so much to do with that. And so now we're in that season where Jesus has been resurrected. He is walking with his disciples, but hasn't ascended. And so we're going to talk about one of my favorite pieces. I think I could write a whole book on just this story. This is just so incredible because I believe this was actually written for us today on so many levels that we're going to dig into. This is on the road to Emmaus. Two disciples on the road to Emmaus, leaving Jerusalem on the road to Emmaus, walk along. And who appears but Jesus? Let's dig into this further from Luke 24. I'm going to read verses 13 through 34. Now that same day, two of them were going to a village called Emmaus, two disciples, about 7 miles from Jerusalem. They were talking with each other about everything that had happened. This is about the crucifixion, the death, and all of a sudden an empty tomb. As they talked and discussed these things with each other, Jesus himself came up and walked along with them, but they were kept from recognizing him. He asked them, "What are you discussing together as you walk along?" They stood still, their faces downcast. One of them, named Cleopas, asked him, "Are you the only one visiting Jerusalem who does not know the things that have happened there in these days?" "What things?" "About Jesus of Nazareth," they replied. "He was a prophet, powerful in word and deed before God and all the people. The chief priests and our rulers handed him over to be sentenced to death, and they crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one who was going to redeem Israel. And what is more, it is the third day since all this took place. In addition, some of our women amazed us. They went to the tomb early in the morning, but did not find his body. They came and told us that they had seen a vision of angels who said he was alive. Then some of our companions went to the tomb and found it just as the woman said, but they did not see Jesus." He said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are and how slow to believe all the prophets have spoken. Did not the Messiah have to suffer these things and then enter his glory?" And beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he explained to them what was said in the scriptures concerning himself. As they approached the village to which they were going, Jesus continued on as if he were going further. But they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, for it is nearly evening. The day is almost over." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table, he took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were open and they recognized him, and he disappeared from their sight. They asked each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he talked with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us?" Then they got up at once and returned. Now this is purely my opinion. I think that these are purposefully not some of the other. When we have these moments in life, when we have these struggles,